says, fellas? Like superstitious type of stuff before the fight or after the fight that you do consistently? No?
No, I don't have superstitions like that.
No.
What about the next day? Like when you wake up, what do you think? Like, damn, did that fight just like really happen, or do you just thank God that everything went well, or what do you do?
I just another day. I mean, the thing is this: like before I used to fight. My mind was like fighting. I get the money and just that's it. I guess we enjoy life, right? Now it's more thrilling because when I fight, it's more about what's next. You know, like this thing that I'm doing. What can I do? Let's put on ClickFunnels. Let's put Facebook ads on there. Whatever it is, you know, let's invest, right? I was more about spending money before. Like the day after, what we're gonna do? We were in New York. Oh, let's go watch the show. We're in wherever we are, London. Oh, let's go do this. Let's go do that.
Yeah, that's crazy because you talk about the phone so much and technology. You know, Anthony Joshua posted a video maybe 2 days after his fight on his YouTube channel. And it got a shitload of views where he was just talking about the fight. But that's something so simple that anybody can do, right? Just put a phone on a tripod and record yourself talking about the fight. And he gets millions of views just doing that.
Not only that, like once Nike, for example, or I mean Nike, whatever, gets aware of this. I mean, if he really pushed it, Anthony Joshua, he can say, "Hey Nike, I'm gonna do another video where I talk about my fight. I can put your fucking thing back here.
Billboard, your ad.
I mean, whatever money you want to give me or whatever shoes you want to give me, at the end of the day, is something that all it takes me is to post something in the bag, and have my phone. Now that power we have, utilize it, guys. Utilize all you boxers. You know, everybody. Utilize it.
I was telling Chris that last week at the podcast, I said that Anthony Joshua should hide from everybody. Just try to focus on yourself. And the video that I'm not sure if I'm talking about the same video, Joe, but Anthony Joshua was at East 4th Street basketball court outside of New York, just with random people, like just regulars, just like us. And he wasn't even hiding. He wasn't even talking. He was just like a normal person, just like, what did he look like, Chris? Like he was relieved. That's how he looks like now.
Just relaxed. Just not too much cares about like, you know, this upset.
I think at one point maybe when you're undefeated, you know, you protect that so much that you're afraid to lose it. Yeah. It's a fear, big time fear. So much fear that I think many believe that your career is going to be over. You're not going to be Anthony Joshua no more. He lost, right? And when he realized that nothing happened,
it's okay.
He's like,
Ay,
cabrón, me hubieran dicho que así era. No hubieras... He wouldn't be so nervous
if he had stressed before the fight.
Before the fight, and Anthony Joshua, he's like chewing on the mouth. He's like, I don't want to be here. You know.
Yeah. Let me say this too, because he mentioned there's talks about the rematch. It may be in England sometime in November, December. But Eddie Hearn, his promoter, said that we want the fight to be in England instead of New York. But then Anthony Joshua told his promoter, "No, I want to fight in New York so I can release my demons that happened that night." What do you think about that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he feels...
if you were in that type of situation where something big of a fight, you lost, it was supposed to be your night, will you go back to the scene of the crime?
The underdog just beat you.
Maybe that's something he has within him. He feels like he has to go through that to beat him there. And actually I agree with him. You know, because if he goes back home and he wins there, how much of a victory is that?
Yeah.
You're home. Yeah. With all your people. And even if you lose the points, they'll give you the fight. Right. There's no real victory there. Going back to this place, to the same thing, and doing it, I agree with him.
More than anything, you want to prove it to yourself, right? That I can do it.
There's a lot of things into that.
Yeah. Because he was being fearful, in my opinion, of something that doesn't exist. Yeah. Right? So, in his mind, he didn't lose to Anthony Ruiz. He lost the demons, his fear he had. He lost to that. But once that it was over and he realized that there was no fear,
there's life after.
He's like, dude, I want to do it over again, but without this little fucking demon in here that doesn't exist, you know? Yeah. Because he didn't lose against Joshua, he lost against his own fears. You
know? From what I see from this, I see that Anthony Joshua has a good mindset though, because most people would, because it's a lot of pressure. He was the heavyweight champion of the world. You know, that's a lot of pressure with this new DAZN contract. He is the face of DAZN of boxing alongside Canelo. And so it's a lot of pressure. You got Eddie Hearn as your boss. He's like, at your ears. So I think he handled it pretty well up to this point. You said they want the venue to be back at Madison Square Garden?
He.
Anthony Joshua?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Ruiz just went on record today that he wants the match to take place in El Estadio Azteca, because he says he is a champion, and he's saying that there hasn't been a heavyweight, a Mexican heavyweight champion, y menos en Mexico. So he went on record to say that it'd be a good idea to have it in the Estadio Azteca. What are your thoughts on that?
That's awesome if you can pull it off,
Yeah.
but there's not enough money.
That's what I was gonna say. Depends
There's
who's
not
writing
eno-
the check.
There's not enough money. Yeah, there's not enough money in Mexico. My opinion. I mean, there's a lot of money in Mexico.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the richest men in the world is Carlos Slim.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, I was
you know
gonna
what I'm saying?
say
So I'm not gonna say there's no money.
Televisa,
Yeah,
Modelo.
Televisa.
All the
Chingo de
Telemex,
Telemex,
yeah.
La pregunta es, ¿tendrán lo suficiente?
Yeah, we run this place.
Yeah. ¿Tendrán lo suficiente para hacer algo como Madison Square Garden? Si lo pueden hacer, hell yeah, that would be badass. Because that Chavez, I guess, fought there. 90,000 people or some shit. I mean, they will pack up big time.
Yeah.
Totally.
I feel like this meeting with the president wasn't just for like a, congratulations.
Hopefully that'll be pretty cool.
Some government money back it up.
Wait, what?
Hey, Zaire.
What
backed
truth
up-
are we talking about, Chris? What are you talking about? Elaborate.
No, that he had a meeting with the president.
Yes.
You
And
know.
what about it?
I'm just
That's
saying.
it. That's it.
That's it. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
no,
all
you're not
I'm
gonna get away
saying.
with it. I'm gonna put you against the ropes. What do you mean by this?
No, I'm just
Chris?
saying, like, you never know that somebody could back up that money. I mean, Zaire,
Okay.
that was a location
Okay.
of Muhammad Ali versus
All right.
George Foreman, and it was government funded,
There you
government
go.
backed. So
That's what I want to hear.
you never know.
Okay.
But yeah, do you think that's a good?
Politics are.
¿Verdad?
López Obrador. Y que no
López
sé
o
qué.
el AMLO.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
truth.
Para darle la madre a todos los fifís.
Look, I was surprised. I mean, I guess I wasn't. I was surprised that the WBC president was there. Mauricio Suleiman was there,
No, he's over
Yeah.
there.
and he's. I mean, that's the one belt that Andy
Wait,
doesn't
what?
have. Yeah.
Why is he there?
You heard that, right?
What the-
That Ruiz told him, like, he looked down, he's like, solo me falta uno.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I saw the post by
Pero
Chicana
ese
Bucks.
lo,
Shout
ese
out
lo
to her.
tiene Deontay Wilder, ¿no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're all kind of like, what?
Ese está cabrón ese.
Está cabrón, ¿verdad?
Iba a
Porque
decir,
I mean, it's a WBC, which is mostly
Es de
Mexican.
México, yeah, ese
So
que
you
tiene
would
que
want to
tener-
have a
yeah.
Mexican.
That green belt.
Yeah.
Green belt. Well,
That's a pretty belt, right? What did
Pretty belt.
Squad.
La Cobra de la Ciudad? That's a pretty
She said
belt.
she wanted that one.
That's the belt that all the
Yeah. Everybody
Hispanics
wants it.
want. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
shout
think
out
was chasing
to
that.
La Cobra Ruiz. She is fighting
¿Sabes
215.
qué?
Pico
Yo ahorita
Rivera.
voy a decir que si Andy Ruiz pelea con Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz lo va a chingar también.
Oh,
Think
you think
so?
so? Oh,
¿Por qué?
Wherever
Porque
they
te
go.
das cuenta, el Deontay Wilder pelea con puro grandote.
sí.
Este vato se le va a meter,
That's true.
That's
no lo va a agarrar. Y el Andy Ruiz es rápido,
that.
tiene muy buenos movimientos, tiene mucha condición y pega bien cabrón.
You don't
Sí.
see
Sí
anything.
le
Y
gana.
come Snickers.
Y come sneakers.
So you're saying the rematch, same result or what?
No, not rematch. I'm talking about
No,
Deontay
no,
Wilder.
but-
Oh, yeah.
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua, yeah. Le
Wherever
gana.
they go, even in the UK.
Le gana, le gana.
Even
Doesn't
in the-
matter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, you saw Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury, right? Did you watch that
No.
fight?
Oh,
last
yeah, I
December?
watched it after. Oh, yeah, I like
Tyson
Tyson Fury.
All he
Okay.
did was
Cool.
duck every time that right hand was coming,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He just ducked under
Yeah.
it.
Duck
And he
face
missed it for
Yeah.
10 out of 12 rounds.
Yeah.
So
I like Tyson Fury.
Oh,
He
he's a
has like
beast.
good spirit.
Okay.
Se
Yeah.
pone sus chorcitos, le vale madre.
No, it's true.
You know
that
what?
guy is sick. See,
You know
that
what?
guy is free.
Yeah.
He reminds me of you.
Yeah.
That guy's
there
free.
Didn't
go.
you go through some shit like
It's because
that?
that guy is free. You know, there's people that they're not free
Mhm.
because they're que van a decir o que van a pensar. They're
That's
tied.
true.
They have the change of what are they gonna say,
Mhm.
what are they gonna think, and that is thinking like that. Just the result is unhappiness.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be unhappy because there's gonna be one. Con que haya uno que no esté de acuerdo,
Mhm.
you're gonna be unhappy about it because you're living for that.
Yeah.
How do you become free?
You know
That's
what?
a good question.
Think about that one because I
Yeah.
did see the question on Instagram. I think it was about the same guy who was talking smack to you. And I think someone put like, how are you so happy? How do you
Oh yeah,
respond like that?
I mean
and that
I
reminds
don't-
me of Tyson Fury too, because you said
I
you've been
don't,
through
I don't,
hell, right?
I don't recommend this to people. How I became free, you know.
Yeah.
I had to go through hell.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that you usually have to overcome something, right?
Yeah, I did. You know, I had to go to the hell through hell. In
Tune
order
into the
to-
last episode. He talks about
to
it a little
see
bit.
the light. Like, oh shit, things are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mention
Yeah,
it,
you
right?
talked
I
about
did.
it last time.
I told
Yeah.
about the bench and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah. I went through some pretty hard stuff to make you
The
realize.
link
Like,
will be up here to
yeah.
that video.
Ping, ping, ping.
Yeah, so yeah, you have to. I had to go through a lot, and it reminds me of a movie. I think I mentioned the last time. It's called, uh, shit, Splice, something like that. Splice, I think it was called. And it's of this guy, who plays Magneto in the X-Men, the young Magneto.
A split.
It's Split, yeah,
Split.
Split.
Mhm.
So this movie, and that was a pretty interesting movie. This guy, he captures girls, I guess, locks them up, kills them, whatever, you know. But the thing that got me at the end, this was during my awakening moment, you know, when it got me in this moment. He tells her, he's all psycho, like the last girl, right? You girls don't deserve to live. You have it all. And he says this is so real. This world does not belong to you guys. You haven't suffered. This world belongs to the ones that have evolved. Right? And then at that moment, he sees that she has a scar right here. And then he realizes that she's actually not you know? Because the ones that rule the world are usually people that have not gone through much, you know? Crecieron en familias bien, buenos diplomas, bla, 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 y están controlando el mundo, right? Y con todos los que son criminales, que encuentran a Dios, que encuentran una luz más, los que de veras están ahí, that they have more compassion for other people, más compasión por los homeless, like, these people are the evolved ones, you know? That's why I was able to evolve from that. So it reminds me of that. So I don't recommend this for it. Don't not go to hell to go this. Now, what is the key to it? Just try to listen to me and try to understand that you don't have to go through that. I had to go through all that in order to find keys. You know, one of the keys, like I said, is understanding you cannot control nothing. You can only control how you perceive it, right? Another key to happiness, 100% happiness, is giving without expecting anything in return. Oh, man, it feels so good. Are you able to give without expecting anything back? Usually we don't. Every time we give, something reciprocate, right? Even though you don't expect it, even though you don't say it, if you do a favor for me, right? Al día siguiente, oye, ¿me puedes hacer esto? Y digo, no. You're going to feel like, I just did this for you. That's because you did something expecting something in return. Now, that's another key that I found through this hell that I went through. Giving without expecting anything in return. Woo! That's happiness right there, boy.
Pearls of wisdom, man.
Yeah, Tyson Fury will be fighting this Saturday, June 15th. I'll be there in Vegas. I'm going to go watch him.
Oh.
So it should be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully he wins, you know, all these upsets.
Yeah,
it is the heavyweight division.
Yep.
He's fighting an undefeated fighter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be fun.
I'll be rooting for him, though. I like him. He's a cool guy. Yeah, totally.
There's only one Tyson, ¿verdad?
I was actually going to get that clip so I could play it right now. Only one Tyson. Wait, so I just heard some interesting news right now. It just came out right now. I just think it's worth noting. You guys may not care about the fight, but I do. So Luis Colasso is fighting Jose Benavides August 17th.
Jose Benavides.
The reason why I'm saying that fight is because it's going to be at the LAFC stadium. So
Oh, really?
It's the first fight in boxing right there. So worth going.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Luis Colasso or no?
No.
Okay.
No, never met him.
So first fight.
Pero sí está bien tatuado. Es un
Yeah,
vato
yeah,
que,
yeah.
I know.
His
him.
lawn?
I mean,
Southpaw?
I know of him. Yeah, Southpaw. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know of him. Yeah, lo he visto
Yeah.
pelear y eso.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, did you want to talk about this past weekend, ringside commentary? You were there at the Commerce Casino, All-Star Boxing, right? You joined us on the commentary table.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's really interesting. It's different than here.
Yeah.
You have to call the fights. And when I
And
was...
it's live.
This is one other thing. I think I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to say it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to... Because I think one of the things in the future is going to be audio. It's going to be more powerful than video. Because every day, if you look at how we as humans are, we want immediate gratification as soon as possible. There's less time for shit. So that's why we have all these things that make things quicker. Fast food, blah, blah, blah. Right? Now, imagine here in this podcast, which in video, you have to sit down to like see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hay muchas personas que están manejando, están trabajando, están lavando trastes, donde va a estar el podcast, pero en audio nada más, right? So lo que quiero hacer, una de las cosas in the next week, few weeks, because I'm trying out a lot of stuff, is do a podcast, pero donde comento la pelea, you know, pero I'm going to try to do it like the radio because it's just audio,
Yeah.
right? Y aquí estamos, señoras y señores, una vez más en el centro de Las Vegas, Nevada. La afición está emocionada y ahorita venimos como viene el campeón. Va entrando con su camisa representando Guadalajara, Jalisco. Oh, ¿qué pasa? Like, try to describe it in audio, you know? So that's one of the things that I'm thinking of doing, like a little podcast, but audio only.
Yeah, but there isn't that anything.
Yeah, there's nothing like
there's no radio at all.
That's why I'm going to try to do it. Right?
You should.
That's why I'm telling everybody that this field of boxing, because if you try to do another sports and other things, I think they're already in it.
They're already there, yeah.
But boxing,
It's like wow, wow,
no
wow.
hay nada.
Yeah.
We can do an audio, you know. Like
Open
that's why I
season.
keep inviting Abner Mares, Leo Santa Cruz, Jojo Diaz, which are all local fighters. Dude, let's do something.
Because I know.
Let's do something. Let's do a podcast,
Yeah.
and we're gonna blow up like this.
Yeah.
True.
Because I seen people do it on YouTube, like a live stream while the fight is going, and they just show their reaction.
Yeah,
while-
reaction. And my brother tells me do reactions.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I know. Do reactions,
like
but I
live
think
reaction.
I'm more interested. It gives me
Commentary.
better to the other thing because I believe the future is going to be
Yeah.
audio.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't even like the commentators on TV. Like, oh, those DAZN guys, they suck. You know, I'm pretty
Specifically
sure.
the zone.
I'm pretty sure they would rather put the TV on mute and then have you with the audio. in the
Yeah.
Oh,
background.
over.
see, that
Right?
could happen too.
Yeah.
See,
There you
those
go.
are things happening
Live.
Yeah.
live.
Or
Yeah,
to switch it for
but
Jesse
obviously,
Vargas.
the thing is, I have to do it constantly. I do know this. I have to do this so constant that at one point, I'll be good at it, and it'll be enough resume. It'll be enough, right?
Yeah.
Because people now, they're walking home, they avientan las chanclas. Alexa, put podcast 69 of Gomez.
69.
Right?
Yeah. No, see.
Fuck.
You're onto something. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
on to something. We put 69 on it.
Episode 1 is going to be titled Episode 16.
That's gonna be it. Episode 1,
I was
episode.
gonna say Gomez.
You know what's funny? That every time I give a number out, I always give 69.
Here we
out.
go.
I don't know why.
Tell me why there's a
Cochino.
guy that was looking for a trainer and that's his favorite number. Right? Gut?
Oh, shout out to Gut. I told you he's looking for a trainer, man. We got to
Yeah.
hook him up with you.
Oh,
His
favorite number
ya,
is
Ya te
69.
dije cuando cobro. Dile.
Ya no.
Damn, those specifics already.
He said
You
the
don't-
the buddy bonus or the buddy discount.
All right.
Does
Yeah.
does the promo go?
Gomez 20.
Gomez 20.
20, baby. Gomez 20.
20% is $200.
He has to come in with title gear.
Title, baby. You have to go title boxing. That's right.
You know what? But you are back in training camp, right?
Yes. This is my 3rd day. I mean, I've been training here and there, but now I actually like said, I'm going to do it every day. Boom, boom, boom. Lose the weight. Get the motions going. More importantly, practice the thing, the philosophy that I know is real. Like today. I mean, follow me at Gomez Boxing. Don't forget.
Are we still chasing Omar Chavez or?
Well, I put a encuesta. And I mean, when I came back a few months back, I said, I'm coming back with you guys. You know, you guys are going to help me with my career, blah, blah. You guys helped me get the Omar Chavez thing going, right? But at this point, like, nada pasa, man. That I put a poll. You send the poll, you know, you seen it. I say, hey, whatever you guys decide, should I give it a chance? Like, give it more time or lo mando allá? So far, 59 after 2,000 votes, which I couldn't believe it was
That's a good-
2,000
yeah.
votes. That's
Damn.
cool.
It's a lot.
2,000 votes have
You
said
have
fif-
like 1,500 How do you get 2,000 votes?
That's the thing. That's the thing, guys. Another thing, boxers. Well, let me finish this. Out of that much, 59% said like, move on.
Yeah.
So if at the end of the poll that's it, then that's it. You guys, I'm telling you, you guys are doing it.
He hasn't been responding, Omar. No.
Nah, pues está ocupado. I know he's busy with his fight and stuff, you know. Pero
People's promotions, huh? They
Pero,
decide.
pero, like,
good name,
okay,
people's
pero está bien,
promotion.
si él está concentrando en su pelea, está bien, pero ya le escribí al Pepe Gómez, a Memo Rocha, que son los ejecutivos de
Yeah.
Cancún Boxing, back and forth conversations, y que a este punto digo, you know what, I won't leave you guys on
What are
your
they
head.
saying?
Espérate, okay, te voy a decir lo que está pasando, yo sé lo que está pasando, you know? No me tienen que decir. Están viendo cómo sale de esta pelea Omar, a ver si se le abren las puertas para un campeonato con el consejo, right?
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to
So no
see after
scam.
this fight to see who are they going to get to open the doors for a championship? Porque lo quieren poner. Ahí está el vato. No quiero mi cinturón de Gucci. No quiero mi cinturón de Prada. Yo quiero mi cinturón verde. El vato. You know? I want my green belt, he's saying.
What's his record? For real.
I don't know. I really don't know. But I know boxing, right? Maybe right now it's not as before. Maybe right now because of the zone and everything that's going on, where everything's pretty much global now, you know? But if things are still moving the same, Omar is looking for a name of the, like, categories. Let's put it in categories, right? Like, I'm in this category because I already fought in HBO, Showtime, pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in this, like, top category, right? Because I fought in these big names because of the way it is, right? He's a little under in that category because he's only fought in TV Azteca and Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
So fighters like him always look for fighters up here in order to expand more.
Yeah.
Right? I'm that fighter coming down to you, telling you, I'm right here, fool. Pero no, they're still searching for like an Ortiz or Smith.
Como
que están aquí.
Liam Smith.
Liam Smith, están buscando a Liam Smith, Ortiz, están buscando los que están acá. Pero no entienden, y me sorprende de Pepe, because he's a businessman, he should know more about the boxing world. Que los que están acá no quieren pelear con los que están aquí, no hay nada. Hay mucho riesgo y nada de recompensa.
Sí.
Ellos quieren pelear con los que están acá y que estén una bola de dinero acá arriba. Yo soy el único
You're like in the middle. In between.
que me vi acá abajo, yo peleo contigo. Porque mi meta no es estar acá y hacer todo el sistema. Mi meta es hacer esto, el influencer. Y pelear con alguien como Omar Chavez. No es gran... Es chido para mi resumen. Another good Chavez name. Awesome.
Yeah.
Pero ¿cuánto me va a dar de dinero pelear en Cancún, honestamente?
Nada.
No, yeah. Y el riesgo es mucho porque este cabrón es bueno. He's constantly fighting, so he's active, right? It's a risk. Yet I'm willing to take that risk to fight him for little money in Little Mexico. Pero no entiende. Y está buscando acá. Pues aquí estoy. So le dije, ok, te voy a cerrar la puerta. Porque cuando todas esas puertas le digan que no, ¿a quién van a buscar?
Yeah.
Anyway, so depending on what the poll says, you know, which 59 to 41%, 2000. Now, to answer you why I have so many, if I have so little followers, why do I have so many votes? That's because that's another thing. Boxers, El Gomez Boxing, listen to this. Social media is just like the social world. When people come into your feed, into your page, it's like they're coming into your house, right? And these guys go there and they put a like. They say, right? Other people say, great shit. It's like they're coming in and say, good stuff. Awesome. I love your fight. You're an inspiration, whatever it is. What do the majority of them do? They ignore them. They don't respond. I mean, they do respond sometimes, but I think that I've seen it. The majority do not respond.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same. What's going to happen in real life if you do that? Te van a mandar a la fregada, or nomás just going to be a mechanical like, blah, 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 right? Look at my feed. I respond to every single comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Not only that, DMs, it gets so overwhelming. Sometimes, oye, hace 3 semanas, hace un mes te mandé ese. Oh, discúlpeme, amigo, tantos mensajes, pero nomás quiero que sepas que te estoy contestando, felicidad, blah, blah, whatever. Respond, connect.
Yeah,
Not only that, El Gomez Boxing, not only that, when I'm doing this through my feed, and I see somebody's going to distress, una cara triste, un comentario que estoy triste, ¿qué tienes? Todo está bien, espero que tengas un mejor día. Si tienes algún problema, no dudes en DM me. ¿Quién hace eso?
Not a lot of people.
¿Por qué?
Not enough time, not enough.
No, there's enough time. I mean, you spend hours there. ¿Por qué cuando ves a somebody on distress, you don't say, hey, are you okay? Why if when somebody comments, you don't say, hey, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you have 100 comments, how come you don't have 100 replies?
Yeah.
¿Por qué? Nadie sabe por qué, ¿verdad? Oh, that's why. Because I've created a solid foundation of what I'm building. I might have 2,000 or 3,000 followers, but these are fucking... Son gente que me quiere y que me aprecia porque le tomo el tiempo de acercarme a ellos, de regalarles un consejo, de regalarles algo, you know? So that's why, my friend. So I invite you all, guys, on social media, boxers take this social media as a real social life. When somebody says hi, say hi back, please. Yeah.
Are you still trying to put like a timetable for your fight?
I think September, but it might happen later. It might happen after. I don't know how it's going. What it is, though, that I can see that everything's moving along. Everything is moving along, a lot of people tend to be micro thinkers. They only think of now, right? So when I have 2,000 followers, I'm okay with that because I'm a macro thinker. I'm going to have 200,000 followers if I'm being consistent, right? Now, if with these 2,000 followers I have that fidelity, when I have 200,000 followers, I'm still going to have that fidelity.
Yeah.
Oh, solid.
Because a lot of people have, like, let's say 10,000 followers but get like 100 likes.
Yeah.
That's like what 1% of their.
Yeah. So yeah, we have, and I realized that when I was doing Amazon FBA a few years back, that statistically only 3% of your followers are the ones that will actually buy your stuff. So in my mind, it's like, what? What? I need to have 1 million followers so I can get $30,000 for $1 a month to have some membership, right? You're charging $1 a month for exclusivity. I'm just numbers. And I said, that's horrible numbers.
Yeah.
And I realized why. Because there was no connection.
No network, right? No
real
real
nothing.
network.
Yeah. So I decided when I had 600 followers when I started this to be like close to my people, So my numbers will go from 3%, I don't know, to 30%, 20%, right? So when I have 10,000 likes and you only have 30 comments, that's pretty much the 3%. But when you have 10,000 likes and you have 2,000 comments or whatever, it shows more better numbers, because life is about numbers. Don't worry about little numbers. Think of big numbers, right? Yeah, just grow your numbers, grow your numbers, grow your numbers, grow your numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Cool stuff, man. Yeah. So you guys too, for you against the this is also an advice for you guys on your networks. When people can comment back. Big, no problem. Thank you so much. And another piece of advice, don't comment back. Comment back and then ask a question. That way he replies. Right? So, engaged, thank you. So, I love your podcast, whatever. Boom, boom. Oh, thank you so much.
Does this work at the bar too?
No. Oh, I love you. Huh? At the bar? It does. It does. It does.
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, well, tell your friend this. No, because I got asked it.
He's right next to you.
Because I got asked this. I got asked this the other day. He's like, hey, my friend, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, it does work. But so what I'm going back to the thing is that ask a question because it generates like a connection, So when they say, oh, I love your podcast, and you're going to reply, thank you so much. And that dies. Thank you so much. Yeah. Which podcast did you like best? Oh, I like 25 more. Oh, yeah, why? Let me tell you why. Because of the algorithm of the system too, right? Did you know that every time you post something, Instagram only, or Facebook, all the social networks only shoots it out to 10% of your audience, not to the 100 of it. Because they want to know if this is content enough to be engaging. Once they see this in the first hour, you only have the first hour to create this engagement, right? Once Instagram or Facebook knows that you posted this and there's comments and replies and like, oh, they shoot it out to the 90%. Now, why? Because Instagram makes its money on advertisers, right? So when he tells them, hey, ads, people are spending 100 hours a day, which is impossible, like 100 hours a day in my platform, right? And the only way Instagram is going to do that is if there's enough engagement. So when you post something, you better make sure it's engaging. How do you make it engaging? Comments and likes. How do you generate that fast? As soon as you see a comment, it's the first hour, boom, thank you so much, ask a question. That way they answer. So now Instagram sees, oh shit, this guy doesn't have only 3 comments from people liking your shit. Suddenly has 20 comments. Maybe 5 is from people liking your shit. The other 5 is from you asking that thank you and a question. And then the other 10 is the replies. So boom, and they shoot it out to the rest, right? And it creates that engagement with your public and that fidelity with them. right?
Yeah.
So yeah, take that into your account, into your shit,
Yeah.
and make them feel welcome to your shit, you know, to your against the ropes.
Yes, sir. Against the ropes. You heard that?
That's El Gomez boxing.
All right, we're approaching the 12th round here. Let me go back to the All-Star Boxing. What'd you think? Did you like it? How was it?
Yeah, very good. I really liked it.
Did it take you back to when you first fought in like those little
places?
We talked about it, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were
It
calling
was
the
real
fight.
nice going back to those places. They do need a lot of support, those fighters. It was kind of empty, you know, so there should have been a lot of more promotion. That's on them.
Yeah, a lot of people leave once their fighter fights.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like at first it's full, and then slowly, people,
Slowly starts to go
after
away.
their cousin fought, then
Yeah.
they leave. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Their third cousin.
Yeah, it was a nice experience. I really liked the commentating and stuff. And when I was doing it, I was actually saying, should I go for it? Should I actually like describe everything? Like that's my idea
Mhm.
to do this little podcast, audio cast thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was nice. I try to commentate as best as I could. Try not to say bad words, even though I do.
Right.
Sometimes they slip.
Mhm.
No, but yeah, all in all, it was a nice experience.
And it's nice when people also interact with you, right? A lot of people were engaging in the Facebook comments. People said they should hire you for ESPN Deportes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, good job,
You should.
Alfonso.
They should hire us,
Us,
Hey.
right?
Us.
As a team.
because I could not be me without you.
Hey,
Hey.
there you go. And you know, he also said he actually fought at the Commerce Casino once upon a time, right? Like your 7th fight or something like
Yeah,
that.
my 7th fight. I mean, Google it. It was against Michael Santos. He was undefeated. And like always, me trajeron como oponente, trying to, build their records.
Right. Psych.
But like always, I was able to come on top. And
Get a Andy
yeah, it
Ruiz.
was at the Commerce. I was at the Commerce Casino.
But you see that a lot, right? In these fights, like you look at the records, and
Yeah.
like you already know what's supposed to happen, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's another thing. There's A sides, B side, and there's always been like that. And when you come in on this is what I said in the podcast. When you come in on the B side, you should already. I mean, let's be realistic, everybody. The problem is that when you come in on the B side, you got your trainer telling, no, tú vas a ganar, tú eres el mejor y vamos a entrenar. No, you have to already do a reality check and be like, all right, I'm coming on the losing side. I already lost.
Yeah.
Coming in, you're already behind 3 points.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're on the B
Yep.
side, when you're coming in, you're already behind 3 points. So don't think like by jabbing and moving and your dad telling you won the round, you won it. No, you lost it. You really have to.
If it's a close round, you probably lost it.
Yeah, if it's a
That's
close
the
round,
piece.
you lost it. Yeah, it's a reality. And even if you won, you probably lost it too.
And if you probably won that fight, they might just give you that draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
saw it
yeah,
happen.
so I mean,
Yeah.
to all the B fighters,
True that.
that went in and you got a draw,
Yeah.
congratulations, you actually got the victory,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though it's not on paper.
We
Nah.
saw a couple. I'm gonna just name drop them real quick. David Morales, right? He was the guy who, with the white shorts. I don't know if you remember. He was fighting Jalik Bogle, who's
Yeah.
very popular.
Yeah, that was a pretty exciting fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. It was a good fight, and we saw it going either way, right?
Yeah, we
but
did.
of course, a draw.
Yeah, a draw. Well, I mean, some fighters do deserve that draw, but when we see a draw, and we know what happened in reality, especially in these small venues, because these small venues, these small fights are to build the fighters. I mean, to build their confidence, to build their skill, to
Yeah.
do all that stuff. No, if you're on the B side, you are brought in to build these guys. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest and
true.
real. I'm not talking shit to anybody.
You're a stepping stone, right?
Yeah, you're a stepping stone. And I was that too. I was brought on the B side every single time.
Yep.
Look at my record and tell me when I was on the A side. Maybe in the contender. Nah, even then I was on the B side.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know how you can tell though, because you had like 21 fights and you were fighting against Miguel Cotto or Arturo Gatti,
Oh.
right? And you already had a few losses,
Yeah.
and you can see it by your record, right? Everyone was like, "Well, they're using this fight to
Yeah.
advance this fighter."
Exactly. So that's the way it goes. If you're on the B side, you're coming in, you are a stepping stone. They're trying to use you. Now, don't think of this is another thing I said. Don't think of that being a B side is a negative. It's a plus. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. It's the opportunity.
Andy Ruiz, right?
It's your Andy Ruiz.
Hey.
Yeah, this is your opportunity. Don't look at it like, oh, I'm on the B side. They want me to lose.
There's
I'm
no
a stepping
pressure.
No
stone."
pressure, yeah.
No.
The pressure's on.
Look at it. Oh, my God. I'm going to fight A side. This is my opportunity.
If I win,
And be
everyone's gonna ask, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah, and be
right?
excited about it. The thing is that when you call them B sides, they start getting their mental. I'm a
It's a
B
mental
side.
thing.
I'm not good enough. No, Be excited about the B side. Be excited about being Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
The Andy Ruiz effect, you know?
Sure. Your Andy Ruiz
Yeah, you have to
moment.
have excitement about being the B side because this is opportunity. You have nothing to lose. This is opportunity of a lifetime. But be realistic and know that as soon as you walk into that ring, you're already 3 points behind. So yeah, be like that. Take it like that, and you're gonna be much more happier with the results because if you fool yourself that it's even, you're probably gonna lose most of the time. You're gonna be sad most of the time. You know. So
because you kind of have to do a little bit more, right, than your opponent when you're the
You have
B-side.
to.
Just a little, 110% as opposed to 100.
you have to do more than the opponent. You really have to win, get that knockdown.
And
Knockdown.
convincingly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you
convincingly,
have to
not
win.
just...
Yeah.
Because you've seen it, you win convincingly because they want the other guy to. It's because it's a business, you know. If you brought in as a stepping stone, this guy is like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fight next. Then the whole business goes to shit, just like Andy Ruiz, right? This whole big thing, just at Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua super mega fight, se cayó. $1 billion, se cayó. Eso les duele a muchos.
Sí.
A la mayoría les duele mucho. So, cuando estás hablando en peleas chiquitas, it's the same thing. It's maybe not billions, but it's still money. You know, it's still business. Yeah, so, yeah, man. B-sides.
Yeah. And a lot of these I see that you won by UD, unanimous decision. So let's say you didn't get the knockout, you at least made it convincing enough where
Yeah.
all three judges
I
saw
mean,
your
look
way.
at my second fight. No, my first fight, my pro debut. I fought in India.
How nervous were you in that professional debut?
I can't remember. Man.
You don't remember? Because we had Adelaida Ruiz last week.
You know what?
She said she was so nervous that she could barely, like, she was so nervous. Like,
No.
her eyes were, she said her eyelid was twitching. Like,
Yeah,
she was so
that's
nervous.
How many undefeated fighters did you?
That's one thing about me. I don't get nervous. You
No.
know, I don't get nervous. I don't know, there's something in my brain or whatever. But I remember this is the thing. My pro debut, I fought a local fighter. He was Antonio Diaz was on his corner because he's in India, right? So I was coming in on this opponent. This kid had like 4 wins. He had about 6 fights already. He draws me on the second round, and I still got the victory.
He was 2-1-2. He
Yeah.
dropped and you still 4
He
round
had
fight.
5
huh?
fights in my pro
4-round
debut.
fight.
He draws me on the second round, and I still win. In his hometown with Antonio Diaz on his corner, right? Whoa.
When they named the decision.
My second
did you
fight,
expect it?
Ishe Smith. I beat him, and they still.
Yes,
I dropped him on body shot. They said it was a low blow. They took a point away on one punch, and they still fucking gave him the
So
decision.
you're already doing math in your head, right? You're like, oh man, dang, I gotta win all these, you know.
Yeah, but still, I beat Ishe. Anyway, but you can see like all the undefeated records I fought.
Yeah.
I was always coming. Michael Santos, which is in Commerce, you can see there. Michael Santos, and then a Mesquan 9-0. I fought for main events back then. No, I fought for main events, and I fought for All Star and like these little companies, and I fought for Golden Boy, to Top Rank, all these big names and small names. Yet I was always coming in as the opponent, looking for that opportunity to get signed. I was able to accomplish all this without ever being having a promotional contract. So I'm so blessed. It's hard to be a free agent, and still have all these opportunities. I was blessed with the manager that I had, Gary Gittleson. I was blessed with the team that I had, and I was blessed to be in the Contender, which made me realize how boxing works. After thinking about it, boxing does not work about how talented you are. It's part of it. You do have to fucking punch and block and move, but it's more about how many people want to see you. So my advice to all the fighters, all the B fighters looking for some hope, do not look for that. Work your Instagram. Work to be popular. Work to have people to follow you, so you're worth something. I don't know if I gave you guys this example. I kind of gave it in the other interview. Let's say we have 2 surgeons, right? One graduated from Harvard, fucking badass, straight A student, Harvard graduate, puts his office in Beverly Hills, and depends on him being in Beverly Hills and being the best student in Harvard for people to go see him. People to go see him. And then you got this other surgeon. Yeah, they both got a cut, right? But this one graduated
You saw
from
that right hook, huh?
Yeah, everybody wants to right hook or left hook that micro.
From from community college, right?
Mhm.
Maybe not Harvard. Yeah, this guy has billboards,
Mhm.
promotions, y su oficina está llena todo el tiempo, right? Y el otro nomás uno de vez en cuando. ¿Quién vale más? ¿El que llena su oficina, el que es famoso? ¿O el que tiene uno o dos, porque es muy bueno, pero tiene uno o dos empleados? El boxeo es igual. Podrás ser lo más chingón del mundo, pero si no llenas, no tienes valor. Ahora, puede ser otro más, menos bueno, pero llenas.
Mhm.
Ese es tu valor. Entonces invito a todos en social media, boxeadores, become big on your social media influence. Para cuando vayas a pelear, que te quieran ofrecer $100 o $200, di, no, voy a llenar este lugar, cabrón.
Sí.
Quiero que me pagues más. ¿Y
Y-
cómo vas a llenar? Porque tienes un chingo de followers, porque engage with them, porque te quieren, porque los quieres, porque eres positivo, ¿entiendes? Entonces, ese es tu poder. Tu talento no es lo que te lleva. Te lleva porque tienes, like I said, you have to throw punches, you have to move, you have to be good. But that's not what you're worth. Your worth is how many people come to see you, how many people pay the zone and the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
That's your worth, right?
many
So
people-
don't kid yourself. This is an awakening moment for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Porque muchos entrenan como locos.
That's true.
Corren y
Yeah.
tienen sus estrategias. Pero nadie lo sigue. And they
Yeah.
think that's their value. I train hard, I'm good. Yo no quiero el sparring de la olla. Pero like, that's not your value, sir. This is real. If you're listening to this, wake up. You are not worth or how good you are. Your worth is how many people come to see you. So work on that.
How many butts you put in seats, right? Yeah.
Work on that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do it for free.
Yeah, follow El Gomez Boxing.
El Gomez Boxing, that's right.
All right, we're almost, I think, 2 hours in. Do you have any last messages for all the people listening?
Just, guys, happiness is a choice. It's just a choice. The rain falls on us the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you can either be happy that it's raining and the cerros are not burning, and because you think about it, life is what gives us, rain is what gives us life, water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alimentaron las plantas, limpió toda la atmósfera, thank you, rain. Or you can hate it because you just did your hair, because you just washed your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
The rain falls the same on all of us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That we are the only species that has a choice. Nobody else. No other species. No metal thing. Not this mic. Not the animal. Not the sky. Nothing. Everything's for us, so we can choose. I suggest you always choose a positive thing, the side. Always choose it. And there's always a positive side. For every negative, there's equivalent positive. God is that perfect. That's my own piece of advice. Please follow El Gomez Boxing. Make sure from now on, guys, these guys know from now on, every time you guys comment on Against the Ropes, they're going to reply.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We have family here, baby.
Hey.
All right, make sure to follow us at Against the Ropes on MySpace. Yes, sir. Facebook, Twitter.
MySpace?
MySpace,
Yeah.
yes.
You don't have MySpace?
Yeah, we have MySpace. You're in the top 8 now.
Check it out.
His mind just got.
Yeah, I kind of blew.
Check it out.
So yeah,
It's coming
Check
back.
it
it's still good.
It's coming back.
MySpace.
I don't know. I post stuff, but I don't know. Check it out.
We just know it's coming back, and we just want to be ahead of the crowd.
We're going to be at the forefront.
Yeah. Hey, he's like,
Okay, no. All these things, I go home and fucking research them
Mhm.
because it's about the future, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, it's not
Like the
future.
audio that I'm telling you, the podcast, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, no.
People is gonna be walking around listening to stuff,
Yeah.
little things right here. So get into that. So now that you're saying MySpace, like, all right.
The whole MySpace thing is for people to actually hear us. Like, wait, what? Are you actually paying attention?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay.
You know those little things que parecen tapones, but they're
Yeah.
the earphone, huh?
Yeah.
The new stuff.
Taponcitos aquí.
They look like they're going to the pool with their white stuff and their white plugs. But yeah, Against the Roast, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Against DA ropes.
Against the ropes. You got it right. Anything else? Episode 39.
Only
Check
one
us out.
Tyson.
Only one Tyson. Actually, one last thing. Who predictions then for Tyson.
Oh my
George. No, last.
Here we go. See, I told
That's
you.
my guy right there.
All right, we're getting out of here, man.
Wow.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco AtR. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas, un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview, and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the Ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.